of getting dressed for family night, and I was like, why not record a get ready with me, right? So get ready with me. I'm not honestly amazing at doing makeup. I just started doing my makeup and stuff, but I'm gonna be using this little primer I got from Smashbox. It's really good. I actually kind of like it. I don't know how to, there we go. And I usually just do my eyelids until I get done with my shadow, but I don't think I'm going to be doing eyeshadow tonight because I'm wearing brown and black, and I don't have any blacks to do a smoky eye. So instead, I think I might just not do a shadow. I started my YouTube channel for the most part because I always wanted a YouTube, and I was just too afraid to start my YouTube channel. There's not anybody else, but there's really you telling you that, you know, you can't do it. I've always wanted a YouTube channel. I've just never really had, I guess, the balls to start it because I'm scared for the most part that it wouldn't take off. And maybe I wouldn't like making the videos. Maybe, you know, the videos just wouldn't like me. I don't know how to edit. I've never done YouTube. I mean, who really has ever done YouTube before they do it, right? But this is just all the stuff that was keeping me from starting a YouTube channel. Now that I'm starting my YouTube channel, I wish that I had started it earlier, you know, and that I wasn't so afraid before. And I don't know why I was so convinced that there was so many people doing YouTube already that there wasn't enough room for me. But that's not the truth. It doesn't mean just because there's already a bunch of people doing it that you can't do it. Several years later, I mean, when I wanted to start my YouTube channel, I was like 13 years old. And now I'm 21 and I am just now getting started on my YouTube channel. So that'll really tell you how long it took me to really get in the mindset that anybody can do YouTube, and that just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean that you can do it too. There's infinite amount of opportunity in YouTube, just like there isn't anything else where everyone's doing it. Like, there's so many people flipping houses, and there's so many people doing all these other things that I want to try, and I'm just telling myself, is that still going to be that same excuse as to why I don't ever start my real estate license? Like, oh, there's so many people doing real estate. Is that going to be a reason that you don't really go out and reach for your goals? And that's ultimately the mind frame I had to put myself in to get started on my YouTube channel. I found myself talking about it so much, but I never really actually got started. My first YouTube video, that process was a struggle, if I'm being really realistic. Figuring out how to start your YouTube channel, it's a process because you got to figure out what you want your channel to be about. You have to figure out if you want to target women or men, or if you want your channel to be a product review channel, or if you want your channel to be a dance channel. There's so many things that you have to figure out, and nobody can really tell you this, right? Because it's your channel. You are the one who's going to be making the content. Nobody can convince you that you should make your channel a certain way if you don't want to. So that is something you have to figure out. I'm not saying that that's what I did, that I had it figured out. I thought I had it figured out, to be honest. That was what it was for me. It's like, what if I spend all this time and all of this effort on something that I don't want to do? And it seems like today in this world, I'm already spending so much time doing things that would really would be a risk. They're always a risk, especially schooling. That's something that you don't know will pay off for you until after you're finished with it. So you're taking that risk. There's no payout, because if you don't finish school, what happens, right? You don't get your degree, and that means that now you've wasted however long you were spending on school to find now something else to do. I know what it's like to go to school. I go to school full time, which was, again, another reason that I told myself, you really have time to be doing all of this extra stuff, because your degree comes first, right? Personal choice was to not put school on the back burner. I wanted to do school now while I'm young, while I'm fresh. I just got out of high school, so I rolled right into college. I didn't take any breaks. The more I calculate my goals, the more I can see that I'm going to be in a really nice predicament by the time I'm the age where I want to be in a pretty nice predicament. You know, you work so hard on these long-term goals, so when you get the chance to see them come alive, you know, I'm like, why can't I do that for my YouTube, right? I can do the same thing for my YouTube, and it can turn out to be just as a success. The point is that the reason you're doing it, like for the commission base only? Because if that is the reason that you're doing it, you're going to have to find another motivator. But when you're first starting off your YouTube channel, you're spending your own money wanting to make a travel channel, and you want to travel all around the world showing people unique places. If you were doing that, you would still, no matter what, have to spend your own money. You're not getting paid when you don't have any subscribers. You have to have a certain amount of subscribers. When I checked last, it was 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 or 5,000 watch hours, I believe. So not only do you have to have subscribers, you need to make sure that your subscriber is watching your videos, because if you have subscribers but nobody is watching your videos, it doesn't matter. You're still not going to be getting paid for those videos. Or if you have a bunch of people watching your videos but you don't have any subscribers, then you're still not going to get paid. So you really just, you have to know, or you have to get that balance before you start earning any commission. You have to consistently do YouTube for it to really become a benefiting factor in your life. Since I'm being honest, I really like doing YouTube. I'm not 100% sure that whatever it is I was doing was accurate, right? Because I am doing the same thing I see. Like, I'm just Googling and seeing what other YouTubers who, you know, got started do. And that's what I try to do. But there's just a little more that goes into it than you can learn from watching other people's videos. Or you cannot do any of that, right? And just post, and eventually, as you're consistent, people will start watching your videos if they like them. And if they're, you know, meeting YouTube requirements, YouTube will start promoting your videos on the main page. That is not where I'm at yet. I haven't gone that far because, of course, I just started YouTube. I've been really happy because I learned one little itty bitty trick on my videos that has since been pretty promotional for me. That made me feel really good, and that was really my first step in progression with this YouTube channel. There's a bunch of things you can do, like a follow for a follow or a like for a like on social media. And even if you go on those pages and do like a follow for a follow or a like for a like, a lot of times those people on those pages don't like or don't follow you back. So if you were expecting that to be like a big helper for you and your YouTube, it's really not that helpful. You can tag them and some people will follow and like back, but a lot of them, they just don't. But those who know me, they know that I have a big personality, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I don't have no intentions on quitting college, and I don't have any intentions on quitting YouTube because it's something that I just really wanted to do. It's going well, which is amazing. It really could be going differently for me. It's early still in my YouTube journey, of course, but I have high hopes for myself, and I was not one of the ones who really were disappointed in what people thought about them doing a YouTube channel. My family, they're super supportive. They've always been super supportive, and so is my husband. So it was easier for me to start my YouTube channel than I thought it was going to be. I'm using this black as my base because I really like my browns, like my darker lips. I'm just so nervous about exploring lips. Alright, so I'm not sure how I want to do my hair yet though, but I'll be right back and we're gonna see me, you know, when I'm fully dressed. And I'm back and I am fully dressed. Now I'm ready to go. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Get Ready With Me. After this video is gonna be some pics of me and maybe a couple of snippets of me out on the town.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.